AP question says, a rural county hospital offers several health services. The hospital administrators conducted a poll to determine whether the residents' satisfaction with the available services depends on their gender. A random sample of 1,000 adult county residents was selected. The gender of each respondent was recorded, and each was asked whether she was satisfied with the services offered by the hospital. Resulting table is shown in the table below. Part A says, using a significance level of 0.05, conduct an appropriate test to determine if, for adult residents of this county, there is an association between gender and whether or not they were satisfied with services offered by the hospital. So to start this question, we need some hypotheses. We need a null hypothesis, which is going to be that there is no association between gender and satisfaction with the hospital's services. And our alternative hypothesis is going to be that there is an association between gender and satisfaction with the hospital's services. The next step is to name our test. Well, this is going to be an x squared test. We have our observed values, and we need to find our expected values. For this, we're going to pull out our calculator. We're going to go to Stat, Edit, and we have L1 and L2 already in. Here's the values we have in our table. 384 males are satisfied, 416 females satisfied, 80 males not satisfied, and 120 females not satisfied. And from that proportion, we can determine that 800 people were total satisfied and 200 not satisfied out of 1,000 total people. So 0.8 is our expected value. So here's our expected values: 371.2, 428.8, 97.8, and 107.2. Then in our final table, we use the equation of x squared equals the sum of observed minus expected squared over expected for each one. And then we add it all together to give us a sum of x squared equals 5.59. We need some more room, so we're going to erase all this. And from an x squared of 5.59, we get a p-value of 0.045. And our alpha, remember, is 0.05. They gave us that in the problem. So at a significance level of 0.05, we do reject the hoe, that there's an appropriate association. We reject the hoe that there's no association between gender and satisfaction with services of hospital, and there might be an association. The conditions for this were that all of the expected values are greater than 5, which they were. The lowest was 97.8. So we know that we could use the x squared test and it'd be fine. Part B of this question says, is 800 over 1,000 a reasonable estimate for the proportion of all adult county residents who are satisfied with the services offered by this hospital? Explain why or why not. Yes, this is because we've taken a huge sample from the entire population. It says 1,000 adult residents were selected. That's a very large sample from this whole population of adults.